say welcome back after last week's break. This week's Joy of Gratitude has been sponsored in the merit of a refuah shlema, a complete recovery for Avram Nassim ben Aviva, a young man who has been in intensive care after being knocked off his bicycle. So this week's parsha, this week's Torah reading is Bahalotecha, and it starts with the instruction to Aaron, the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, for him to light the menorah. The Medrash asks, why is this particular section of the Torah written directly after the reading that we read at the end of last week, which was the gifts that the Nesiim, the princes of each tribe, brought for the newly constructed Mishkan? In answer, the sages explain that Aaron saw all of these leaders, all of these princes of the different tribes, being involved in the consecration of the tabernacle, and he was distressed that he didn't also have a part. So therefore, Hashem responded to Aaron and said, don't worry, you're going to have something greater than what they are doing, for you're going to be lighting the menorah. There's a very famous question that Ramban Nachmanides asks. He says, why specifically the menorah? The truth is the high priest had many jobs in the temple, in the tabernacle. He offered the incense, he carried out the temple service on Yom Kippur. He was the only person who got to enter into the Kodesh HaKadoshim, into the Holy of Holies. Why was this particular aspect chosen to be the gift, as it were, that Aaron could do in recompense that he lost out from the gifts that the other princes or the different tribes gave? The Ramban gives his own answer. He explains that what was special about Aaron's gift, Aaron's present to the temple, is that it lasts forever, because his descendants, the Maccabees, fought to relight the menorah in the temple, and because of that, we continue every year lighting a Chanukiah, a menorah, every single year on Hanukkah, and therefore his one lasts forever, whereas the other princes, it was a temporary gift. That's Ramban's answer. But I would like to share something that I read, written by Rav Yitzchak Zilberstein, and he gives another answer, and it's based on another medrash. The medrash says that when Hashem gave the mitzvah of the menorah to the Jewish people, they asked, Master of the universe, you want us to light up a room for you, but you are the light of the world. You bring light to everywhere. What will our little light do? In answer, the medrash brings a parable. Once there was a blind man. This blind man was going on the way. He was struggling with difficulty to get to his destination. And a sighted person saw him struggling and went over to help. Where are you going? He asked. And when he got the reply, he said, oh, I'm going there too. Let me help you. I'll take you there. And he helped him get past all the stumbling blocks, all the difficulties. When the two of them arrived at this destination, the sighted person said to the blind man, please light a candle for me. And the blind man asked, why do you want me to light a candle for you? You can see what you're doing. You're the one who's been providing me with light to be able to get to where I want to. Why do you need me to give you light? And the sighted person answered, it's true, I could do it myself. I could light the candle myself, but I want to give you the opportunity to give me something back for what I have done for you. So Hashem said to the Jewish people, of course, I am the source of all light and I create everything. But I want you to have the opportunity to give something back. Obviously, Hashem doesn't need our light. Hashem can light up the room just like that. But Hashem gives us the opportunity in some way to give something back. And therefore, I'm asking you, says Hashem, light up my home for me. Therefore, the whole crux of this mitzvah of lighting the menorah was an expression of gratitude. You've done something for me, and as a result of that, I want to do something back for you. Hashem gave us that opportunity to do so. Says Rabbi Yitzhak Zilberstein, Aaron was upset that he hadn't had the opportunity to bring a gift to the temple. But Hashem gave him the lighting of the menorah, which represents gratitude, and says, this is greater. Doing something that reflects gratitude is more important than anything else. So from all of this, I learned a few things. I'd like to share some thoughts that I had from this story in general. First of all, gratitude can be expressed by words, but a greater expression of gratitude is through action. There are a myriad of stories of great rabbis who, when already old and frail, they turned up at a wedding or a bar mitzvah of a family who many years before had done something small for them. You see, there's a problem. A thank you, saying thank you, is great, but sometimes it's just paying lip service. That's all it is. It's just, you know, it could be that the person as a child was told, oh, you always have to say please and thank you, especially if you've grown up in England. You're going to be told you must say please and you must say thank you. But are those just by rote? Is there any thought going into the gratitude there? Or is it literally just a word? You get something and you say thank you. But if the gratitude doesn't just remain in the mouth, it starts having an expression in action, that is where you see a real expression of gratitude. And therefore, Hashem gave Aaron the opportunity to do an actual act to express his gratitude. That's the first thing. Secondly, I learned that it's very important to allow people the opportunity to give gratitude, to say something or to give something in gratitude. Sometimes you'll find a person who will do something for somebody else and then refuse to take anything back. They'll say, oh, no, I don't need it. I don't, no. But in some way, there's a tiny aspect of cruelty there. They are basically saying, I did something for you, and I want you to always feel like you are indebted to me. I want you to feel like you're the helpless one and I'm the giver. Instead, what we should do is if someone wants to express their hakarat hatov, their gratitude to us, we should accept it graciously. We can say, oh, you didn't have to, but I really appreciate that you got me this or that you did this for me. Thank you so much. Don't throw it back in their face. And finally, it reminds us, this story, that light, just simple light from the sun and the moon, is a gift from Hashem that we need to be constantly grateful for. I believe that tonight is a red supermoon. I don't know if you can still see outside. I haven't checked, but the light that we get, whether in the day or the night, is a gift from Hashem that we have to constantly be grateful for. And apart from just saying thank you, we can say thank you. But apart from that, we can actually take action by bringing light into this world that Hashem has created. Maybe street lights or lamps, but I was thinking more a spiritual light, making this world a better and a kinder place. And by doing that, if when we go out there and we bring Hashem's words into this world and we do kindness and we learn Torah, we do good things in this world to make it a brighter place, if at the same time we are thinking, Hashem, you brought light into my life, and therefore I want to light up this world, that is a tremendous act of gratitude to Hashem. And those are the thoughts I had from this particular story. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next week.